Hey, welcome back to the channel. Well, today's video is going to be about this new Duramax generator that I picked up on eBay about a year ago. I bought it almost a year ago to the day last year to have as a standby generator in case my old Harbor Freight Special Champion took a crap, which it finally did. The pull starter broke on it, the carb's bad. But I wanted to get a dual purpose or a dual fuel generator, which you can see here. It takes propane and gasoline, because I'm tired of messing around with today's gas and having to gum up the carburetor and having to every 2 years go through and clean a carb or do a carb kit. I wanted to run a little bit cleaner also. So this generator sometimes is marked down to $250. That's how much I picked it up for on eBay. I've read the forums and they've said that these go on sale about 2 times a year on eBay from what I've read. It's a good generator from what I've read about it. It's got a pretty good build on it. It seems pretty solid, comes nicely packaged. You have to put the little tires on it and the little feet down here on it, but other than that, it's pretty much ready to go. You do have to supply your own oil. It takes 30 weight, and you need to put in 20 ounces, and then obviously check to make sure it's full. The positive battery cable on this generator comes disconnected from the factory. It's rolled up into this area here. You have to connect that because it is electric start and also pull start. So today I'm going to demonstrate just a start up here on this. I have it hooked up to a propane tank here. I've just connected it. I've already run it warm, but if you do get one of these, you do have to use the choke still, just as you would a gasoline setup. And before you start it, you come around here and there's this little air purge for the propane. Hit that a couple times, you'll smell a little propane gas. And then just come back around here. Make sure you're in a well ventilated area and the exhaust isn't pointing at the house. Pretty nice. It doesn't have any fluctuation in the engine. It doesn't bump up and down on the idle. None of that stuff yet, which my Champion does, and my Champion's about twice as loud. It's got a heat shield here, which they tell you gets very hot. It does get hot, so you want to stay away from that. The propane line, obviously want to make sure that this never gets kinked or heated up from the heat shield. So if this was in a normal application, I'd have that propane tank stretched as far away from this as I could so it doesn't generate heat. Here's a cool look at the propane hybrid setup here. Designed in Japan on the carb. Not sure if it's made in Japan, probably made in China, but designed in Japan. Just a nice little rig. I just wanted to share this. If you guys haven't picked one up yet, start looking, because hurricane season is right around the corner. And if you're in the south like I am, these are always a good thing to have, especially when power does go down and you're on a well and you can't run your well. So these are great to keep everything up and running until the power gets restored. Now they say that the runtime on this particular model, oh, that just fell. On this particular model is 12 hours on a full tank of propane gas this size. So you would be hard pressed to get 12 hours, I believe, out of the normal fuel tank. But let me see if it gives any kind of a rating. Not sure that it does. I don't think you get 12 hours out of the gas. I'm going to try to keep gasoline out of this as long as I can and just keep it on propane. Because if you see here, they do say that clean running LP fuel does not gum up or foul carburetor, which is the death of all of these small engines these days because of the ethanol. So Anyway, yeah, that's about it. It rolls around nicely. These are not air filled, but they are rubber, not hard plastic, so that helps if it's going over bumps and stuff and you're trying to get it out of the way. These handles, I don't know how long they'll last, but they lift up and lock into position. You got to put those on. But yeah, other than that, just a good old generator. I believe the surge wattage on this is 4,800 and the continuous wattage is 3,800. So it's a good old run-of-the-mill basic generator. Nothing crazy, but enough to kick your well on if you have to, or run a small refrigerator, or run some lights, or run a small window air conditioning unit. You can do it with this. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, thumbs up, and I will get you on the next video. Later.